YouTube, what's up? I'm back, man. Another video for you guys. Before I get into it, hey, you want to support me on my channel, man? Buy a patch. People keep asking me where to buy it. I'm gonna say it again. Go to the top of my description in my channel. Click that part where it describes the channel, and you see my email in the bottom, and I'll ship it right out to you. Just that simple. So hit me up, man. It's your boy Eyes and Ears Tactical. But man, y'all saw the title. Was this a setup? Inside job or whatever I put up there, man. This is crazy right here. So YouTube, before I get started, all the firearms you're gonna see have been safety checked, clear. It's an empty magazine right here. There's nothing in here. There's nothing inside of there. You can see that it's empty. There's nothing in there. No magazine. All right, man. So yeah, man, this one is wild. Oh, yeah, rapping Pittsburgh, you know what I'm saying? We got the Steelers today. Got my old Hines Ward jersey on, in case y'all youngsters don't know. One of the best blocking wide receivers in NFL history. Also had some of the best hands in the history of the NFL. Not one of, had some of the best hands. Hines Ward was a beast. If y'all don't know, he played at the University of Georgia. The man played about 4 positions down there. Quarterback, running back, wide receiver, defense. I mean, he did. He lined up as safety a few times. When they had to throw Hail Marys, they would put Hines Ward out there in safety because his hands were so good and he was so smart. That's why he's a Hall of Famer. Shout out to 86, man. Yeah, so we're getting ready for the playoffs, man. But, man, this one's crazy right here, man. I'm really starting to wonder. Hell no, I ain't starting to wonder. I've already been on this. A lot of this stuff be inside jobs, man. Relatives, relationships, past relationships, hating neighbor, you know, all the above. Someone just plotting on you, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I keep telling you, man, like one thing about any big metropolitan city, a lot of people are sheltered by being in small town, rural towns, small states that only have like 3 or 4 million people in them. You know, man, you know, California got 45 million people out there, man. So people come there for 2 major reasons why they come there. And how they end up there, several reasons. Military, school, job, all that. But why people go there? For the weather, the social services, and the opportunity to make money. And the other big element is dream chasing. So you got a lot of people go to LA for the allure of Hollywood, you know, being a social media influencer. I mean, just several reasons there. And to be honest with you, there's people who are actually criminals that go there to get themselves intertwined into the gang activity and get into the criminal lifestyle. So there's a lot of reasons why people head to LA first, just to set up shop for whatever reasons, good, bad, or ugly. So now this report right here is to me, I'm gonna let y'all see it. I ain't gonna go into it right this very second, but I believe quite possibly the wife could have been on it. I don't know, man. It just looks real suspect, man. And listen to the reporter, Chris Wolf. That fool used to be on Dateline NBC. Now he's with KTLA, and he said that the guy said they were black, but they didn't speak English. They didn't sound black Americans. And I've been trying to tell y'all that a lot of these cats be coming from Nigeria, Haiti, France, believe it or not. They come from all parts of Africa and European nations, and they don't be they don't be FBAs, Foundational Black Americans. FBA, Foundational Black Americans. That means black men who have never left foot off this soil. These are not the cats that's doing all this. This is our international crime rings. I'm telling you, geopolitics is playing a big role in this. Everybody's trying to cleanse out all their bad guys out of their country and then set up a new, so to speak, DNA inside of their countries. And guess where they send all their bad guys? USA, man. So you need to start practicing your Second Amendment. And this is why what prompted me to get this, because I was telling y'all I needed a truck gun. I needed some kind of slash truck gun PCC system because I travel with a pistol for sure, no doubt. You see that, you know, I travel like that, but that may not be enough because it might be multiple assailants. So with that being said, let me show y'all this video real quick and we'll be right back. Ooh, man, the blade though, man, whoo, that thing is clean, clean, clean. Yeah, let's check this video out real quick.
It began with a car crash and ended in a violent robbery.
The local man says he was the victim
victim of a terrifying crime, and the dangerous suspects are still out there. KTLA's Chris Wolf live in Corona with a story you will see only on 5. Chris.
That's right, Micah and Cher. Just when you think you've heard it all, along comes this story. A man is driving along a freeway here in Corona when he gets hit from behind, believing it was just an accident, a fender bender. He gets out of his car, but that encounter led to a beating, a carjacking, a kidnapping, and a robbery.
I'm here. I am here.
His right eye still bruised from a terrifying experience this week. Corona businessman Donald Pierre explains he's a man of faith and fortitude. Wednesday, December 18th, around 9 a.m., Pierre was driving his Tesla along the 15 freeway at Indian Truck Trail and stopped at a red light. That's when another car rear-ended him. Severely shaken, he called his wife and got out of the Tesla.
After that, I was on the ground being choked.
And I said, oh my gosh, did they T-bone you or what's going on? And before he can even answer, I just heard like a struggle situation.
Wife Sandra mistakenly thought Good Samaritans were helping her husband when the truth is they were beating him, preparing to steal his car, hold him hostage, and more. Donald Pierre says the attackers were 4 black men who spoke with foreign accents.
The more I tried to yell and scream, he would tell me that he was going to kill me. He would punch me. 2 other guys were kicking me.
The strangers forced Pierre into the back seat of their silver Ford SUV, seen in this surveillance footage, demanding he lead them to his house in a nearby upscale gated community in Corona. One of the culprits jumped behind the wheel of the Tesla, and both vehicles took off. By now, wife Sandra is tracking the Tesla, believing her husband is behind the wheel and may be disoriented from the collision. But he is now home with 3 of his captors, who begin to ransack the place and snatch valuables.
Here's the designer bags, here's the jewelry, here's the watches.
The intruders leave, backing out of the garage, and that's when Donald Pierre bolts to a neighbor's house.
It's me, open the door.
Eventually, wife Sandra, now in contact with authorities and neighbors, realizes she's not following her husband, but rather a very dangerous car thief. Her heart pounding, she follows the Tesla some 30 miles away to a shopping center in Buena Park. She says she recorded the driver after he ditched her husband's car and walked away with her husband's Gucci satchel filled with cash. The Pierres thank God that they're okay, and of course they say this experience should serve as a warning for everyone. If you get hit, think twice about getting out of your car. If you feel the need, keep moving and immediately call police or 911. Reporting live.
All right, you seen it. You seen it. Now, see, the part that makes it suspect to me is this. I mean, I watch too many crime shows. First of all, so don't come around here trying to test any theories out on me, because I'm already got, as they say, my spidey senses are always up. I'm always looking at people's side. My wife, she be tripping off that. She be like, man, you don't trust nobody. I'm like, nope, sure don't. You know, in the sense of not trust nobody, it depends on what I'm doing and where I'm at and what's going down. But yeah, for the most part, I don't trust that many people. And I definitely, when you try to give me something or something like that, I'm looking at you crazy. And you don't follow me and all that kind of junk. But man, let me get back on it. So it sounded like it was a fake accident, stage accident. We've seen that before. It was a case up in the Bay Area where the lady was driving down Skyline Boulevard and a car, boop, hit her from the back, and then another car came from the front, blocked her in. Or no, actually they didn't block her in. The guys jumped out, and then she was smart to hit the gas and take off. But they shot at her, but she didn't get injured, thank God. But this one, yeah, man, they staged this accident on this dude, and you hear the part where he says, like, the guy at the end said, maybe when you get in a car accident, don't get out the car immediately. That's true. Now, the thing was that one car had multiple people, and then there's another car involved, and that's where this would kick in. You still would have been good with that, but he clearly didn't have nothing. He had nothing. So that tells you have to be alert, man. somebody bump into you, or poop, and then, you know what I'm saying, you don't necessarily have to jump out real quick, get a feel for who they are. Like, look at them. First of all, start clutching, you know, looking and seeing what's going on. See, oh man, they got 5 dudes up in there. Like, you know, at that point, call police right then. Be like, hey, I'm in a car accident right here. There's 5 dudes in this car. They look suspect. Don't get caught up on what ethnicity they are or whatever. Just if you see multiple people, period, women or men or whatever, no matter what freaking race they are, that shit is irrelevant. If you see multiple people looking shady, fidgeting and moving all around, you might want to give them the horn, call 911, and definitely have your thing ready to go, ready to go in case they try to jump out and do something crazy. So that was the first mistake I saw right there. He didn't have no gun on him. And then, you know, again, they targeted that fool. He got a Tesla, okay? I'm not saying you can't have nice stuff, man, but it's a price to pay nowadays for you to be looking a lot better than the bad guy who's struggling or who's a hater, or maybe he's part of an international crime syndicate and you got something that they want, then he's going to sell to somebody else and then sell in the black market and get more money for it. So there's a lot of reasons why people are trying to take your things. But the last reason why they're trying to take it is for them to actually use it. That ain't what they taking it for. They wasn't trying to take that man Tesla to use his Tesla. So now they follow him back to his house, as you see, and proceed to beat him down and rob him and take all his Gucci handbags. And it's kind of funny. Like, normally these situations, they don't make it out alive. I'm glad he did. Don't get me wrong. But I found it odd that he made it out alive, and then he actually got him all the way back to his house. Man, that's a whole lot, man, right there. And then the wife talking about, oh, yeah, I was tracking him. I thought I was tracking him, but I'm, you know, tracking the bad guys. Now, she showed a video of her tracking, you know, the dudes with the bag and all that. But it just seemed like she was real calm about it. It seemed like she kind of knew where, not really, she didn't know where they were going, but like, okay, you gonna just randomly go follow a car that you think your husband in? Like, how many times have you done that? You know, I'm just wondering, like, man, I ain't gonna say the lady was in it, but it really raised an eyebrow to me the way she was talking and turned, all of a sudden she turned into Murder, She Wrote, a private detective all of a sudden, and she gonna follow him around and got the video and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, it's really odd, you know, like that was a whole weird thing right there. And then plus his last name, now that was in Corona, California. That's in Riverside County, in case anybody don't know. About an hour from Los Angeles. You know, it's right above Temecula. So it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's like, you know, I'm saying, a really little desolate little area. I mean, it's a lot of nice homes there and gated communities there, but it's not, Corona's like a little dot right outside of Temecula, Murrieta, you know, in LA, you keep going south, you hit LA. So, you know, kind of, it's semi-country-ish, but not really. But I know exactly where it is because softball's big out there, the Corona Angels. Shout out to Marty Tyson. But anyway, that's another story. Yeah, so they followed him back to his gated community and did all that stuff to him and drove off all casually and all that kind of stuff. Makes you wonder, man, like, did they knew this dude? Do they know his wife? You know, what's going on with that one, man? That one was crazy right there, man. So that's a whole lot. Like I said, I didn't like the fact that she was that she went and followed the car and all that. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, if you got the tracker, you know, contact the authorities immediately. You know, they can do all they let them. And at that point, you should be like rushing back to find out how your husband doing. But I guess maybe she thought he was in the car. Let me know what you guys think about this case right here. It's pretty interesting to me, man. I don't know. It's really these high end little robberies and jackings and invasion. They smell really fishy. A lot of them are starting to smell really, really fishy. But the one thing for certain though, you need to have some kind of PCC or something in your car riding around, something real small so you can, like, you know, you can stow it away. You can stow it away, but at the same time, if you got to activate it, you know, you can stow it away. But then if you got to activate it, you know, you got multiple, freedom seeds to help you combat the bad guys. So that's why I like this right here, and in conjunction with that. Today's day is a new day. It's a 2 firearm vehicle day. It's a full capacity magazine EDC day with the sidecar. If you're packing a firearm, if you're watching this video right now and you carry I don't care, on strong side, front side, on the top of your head, your back, I don't care where you carry. If you only carry one magazine with you, you're not really helping yourself out. I'm not saying you got to get a holster with a sidecar, but you need to at least have another one in your back pocket or something, you know. So those days of just carrying you know, 8 shots, 10 shots. 10 shots is fine in the magazine. You just need to have another one and maybe another one. Maybe if you're in a restricted state watching this, you only have 10 shots, carry 2 magazines, carry 3 magazines. That's 30 shots. If you're in a free state, have 115 and 117 or 119, 121, put a +6, +7, whatever. I mean, whatever you got to do, carry as much as you possibly can on your EDC without over bulking yourself out. And that's why I like the holsters with the sidecars, because you can just have one right there and one inside, you know what I'm saying, and you good to go. But the days of just saying, oh, I got my pistol on me in my car and I'm good, you are good. You're excellent. You're doing really well. But if they have multiple assailants and they jump out with some stuff like this, you know, you're outgunned with just that. So you're going to have something like this to be ready. Not, you know, you don't really want to never use this. And that's why I said you get something that's compact that can fold. Then you can put it in a backpack and you can take it in the store with you or wherever you're going, and you don't have to worry about it. I got a bag for this. I'll do it in another video. But yeah, then you can stow it away and you ain't got to worry about leaving it in your car, because, you know, this is kind of big. You might not be able to stow this easily in your car. I mean, with the mag out, it's a little smaller, but, you know, it might be a little bit too big to put, you know, in a safe in your car or something like that. Unless you got a truck or something, you got something like inside truck. But, you know, it'll be nice to have this on you, because you're probably out in a public area somewhere and something still can pop off out there. So, you know, you need to have something that you can compact, fold up, and have a pistol on you. And whoever's with you, you can probably be like, hey, you take that, I take this, and then y'all can both start defending yourselves against like multiple assailants. Because more than likely, if they're riding around jacking people or setting up staging accidents and gonna rob and follow you home, they rolling around with more than just a pistol. That's all I got to say. They rolling around with more than just a pistol if they're doing these organized crime jackings like this, man. So just let me know what you guys think, man. Was this a setup, man? I hate to say it, man, but a lot of times these spouses be in on it, man. They be having, like, you know, marital disputes and stuff, and it sounded like he was fairly successful, a little money and blingy, you know, all that kind of stuff. Has cash at the house and Gucci handbags. So somebody knew he had all this stuff. Why would you hit somebody on the side of the freeway and then follow them all the way home if you don't know who they are? That shit ain't no accident, man. And then she go ahead and jump on the Tesla track your car system and then find out where they at and take pictures and videos. Like, man, what the fuck y'all that about, man? But hey, man, do what you got to do. You know, watch who you sleeping with, laying in bed with, because, man, you never know. You might be sleeping with the enemy. Wasn't that a movie, Sleeping with the Enemy? Man, you just might be sleeping with the enemy, man, nowadays, man. Anyway, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Eyes and Ears Tactical, man. Got that G-Force blade, man. I'm real happy about this. Going to the range on this on Monday. Go Steelers. We about to try to make that Super Bowl run. It's in New Orleans. That would be sick if we can have a Super Bowl in New Orleans. Man, I don't know if I can afford no $6,000 ticket, but I'll definitely party it up, though. Hey, man, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this video, man. What y'all think about that G-Force blade. Woo!